time advanced, they would get in touch, to share their griefs, to express their sorrows. The young widow and the lost one would find each other. After all, they were the same. They both came from the same hell. It was only natural for them to fit. But Philip had something the young lady didn't. A place waiting for him. Even though he wanted to tell her about that place, he couldn't. Time would pass, but his sanctuary won't be in the night, but in the day. It's curious how fate works, but for some reason, this man and that woman, they both found a way to tie their destinies. Two souls in need. No wonder here. The woman needed a reason to move on, while Philip seemed to need something more than a breeze and a fragrance. Something more than emotions. They both shared their memories, their laments and their loss. Time progressed even more, and the ties that binded them became stronger. But the secret that Philip held would not return into the darkness without a fight. Eventually, the young lady would ask him, how did he manage to beat his demons? He did mention a special place, but he would never dig deeper. At the same time, as he mentioned that place, an atrocious feeling started to rise inside of his. Regret, once again. Months passed since his last visit. He knew it was time to return there. He had to tell his other beloved what happened to him. He trusted that the entity that lurked that house would understand his reasons. Faith, the lie of those who opposes to face reality. The air in that house, he never felt so oppressive. And a strange smell ascended all over the place. The smell of wrath. The feeling of safety was nowhere to be found. He took out the old necklace once again, waiting for a sign. Lisa? Honey? The lights in that dwelling blinded his sight for several moments. From within the walls, laments and curses were heard. Lisa, since you left, I felt lost. Then I found you again. For a second there, a warm breeze seemed to return. But things are not as they're supposed to be. Honey, we're in two separated worlds. Lisa, I found someone that... I don't know how to say this. And the warm turned into fire. Hellfire. The smell of rot began to choke. He knew he had to escape without hesitation. Now the price that the oracle mentioned was in front of him. Eternal doom. The door locked. The man fought with all his strength, to open that door. Meanwhile, from behind, hundreds of wicked beings rised. Then, but his desire for living was stronger. And so it was. The door was opened once again. Absolution, escape, and sadness. He knew he would never return to that house. He would never think about that cursed wasteland either. That was the plan. He didn't expect life to give him a second chance. Someone to live for again. Just like he didn't count with betrayal from the one he thought was his beloved Lisa. But naturally, the sense of treason was mutual. The difference? They're not so merciful after a betrayal. With all the bitterness on his soul, he arrived at his shelter. The phone was ringing. On the other side calling, the one that would save his soul from now on, Claire. The young lady noticed the bitterness of his voice. It's nothing. Really. Listen, I'll call you later, okay? I just I need to rest for a couple of hours. I love you, Claire. Now he will lose himself in a deep ocean of nightmarish visions. The silhouettes of his loved ones, both of them, consumed by the living shadows, the shadows of time, his past, his present, Lisa, Claire. The union of both are the silhouette of his future. A coffin. The awakening, more violent than usual. No more sunlight through the window. The night arrived, and with it, the ring on the phone. After answering the call, the terror of the previous nightmare seemed insignificant.
Claire, it's Philip. Remember the special place I've mentioned? It's time I show you that place. I'll be waiting. Take note. I'll give you the address.
Even as the static made the message barely noticeable, he understood its meaning. His voice, maybe, but not himself. Now he knew the real price. He would return to his old sanctuary. There was no time to lose. Through countless deserted streets he wandered. The nocturnal mist ascended. Only the moonlight guided him through the abyss, lost now in a labyrinth of souls, close to lose the reason of his new life, close to obtain the ultimate treason, the price for playing with forces that goes beyond our limits, the price for betraying those forces. Either way, he would fight to gain his redemption before it turned into ashes. His conviction, his reason to survive his inner demons once again. And now, face to face with the house, the gates of hell, opening by themselves, waiting for him. With no fear, he crossed through the gateway, calling now to the one he wanted the most. Where are you? Claire! From the backyard of the house, from the deepest part, a foul smell ascended. The smell, it was similar to the rot of human flesh. With his newborn sorrow, he walked the pathway to the backyard, only to find the corpse of his new beloved right at the feet of a cryptic tree. Body cold and lost. He shouted and cursed. He fell into madness, into despair. Everything was lost. From within the silence of the nocturnal, the mocking laughters would surround him. From behind, the entities from which he escaped last night awaited him once again. He knew there would be no runaway this time. It was time to pay the price for the peace that made him last this long. Months ago, they saved him from the shadows of oblivion. Now it was time to return the favor. They say love is the cure for all our miseries. Honestly, from where I see it, love is nothing but a road that leads straight into misery. The silence will be broken once more with screams of this man. Both his body and Claire's will never be found. They would stay missing to the world. But I have a feeling that in a certain graveyard, in an underground gallery, there are two epitaphs with their names on it.
Find a job that fits our needs is not as easy as it sounds, but sometimes, even as we find the thing we need, chaos will consume our existence. Some places hold secrets that no man should see. This man, he refused to close his eyes.